Today's topic is celebrating failures. Hi, I'm Doug Holt with Author of Your Own Story, and this is your Daily Growth Hack, where each day we give you a tip, trick, or insight to help you up-level your life in what we call the 5 to Thrive: mind, body, soul, relationships, and of course, business. So what am I talking about? Celebrating failures? I mean, you fail, right? Totally wrong. It's a difference in mindset. Now, the difference between an entrepreneur and a wantrepreneur, or a successful person versus someone who just wishes someday to be successful, is the ability to fail often, and fail forward. So one of the tips that I've gotten over the years from very successful people was the ability not only to try, but the ability to fail and then celebrate those failures. You see, when we fail, we only fail if we don't learn the lesson. And I know you've heard this before, but the key is actually making it a practice to look back at your failures and celebrate them. Now, how can you do this? Well, one simple way is right now, take out your journal and write down your last failure. If you can't think of your last failure, that's a problem in itself. You should be failing often. This is life. It should be played full out. And if you're playing full out, you're gonna make mistakes, and that's okay. So what I want you to do is write out your last failure. If you're like me, it's an easy thing. You can write out a bunch that you did just even this week. Then what I want you to write out are ways that you could celebrate that failure. What could you do? So here's an example that I have. My first Facebook Live was a tremendous failure. I was trying something new. It was horrible. The lighting was bad. My message was off. I couldn't see my notes. I was ad-libbing. I was trying to read comments at the same time. I was looking at 3 different screens. It was a complete failure by anybody's standards. At the same time, I am so thankful. I celebrate the fact that, one, I took the initiative to learn Facebook Live. I just went for it. I didn't have any tutorials or studies or maps to do it, or someone standing over my shoulder telling me what to do. Since then, I figured out a system that works for me. Since then, I figured out how to do lighting better right on the fly, how to set up my camera, how to get multiple feeds going on through a program called Wirecast so I could do Facebook Lives. This way I could impact more people. This failure set me off and actually helped me to design a course on how to do Facebook Live, because I realized that there's so many people that want to do Facebook Live because they have a message that they need to share and just don't know how to, just like I was. I took this failure into a complete success, and I'm celebrating the fact that I failed. This fail allowed me to go another step further. So I ask you, when was your last failure? What was that failure? And how can you absolutely celebrate it? I'd love to hear your comments in our Facebook group. And of course, for these show notes, as well as additional tips, tricks, and stories, go over to authorofyourownstory.com today. I'll see you tomorrow.